Hi, I'm Ashwini back with another interesting video. We all talk about cultivating habits, good habits. Today I have here with me Mr. Todd Vickers, who's come all the way from Santa Cruz, California. Todd is an author of 3 books, The Paradox of Self-Realization, Truth Like Fire, and his latest release, The Relevance of Kabir. So Todd talks about breaking habits of mind. Let's find out what it is all about. Hi Todd.
Hi Ash.
Pleasure to have you here again.
Pleasure to be with you always.
Thank you. So in your book, you've spoken about breaking habits and breaking habits of mind. Can you give us more insight into this? What do you mean by breaking habits of mind? How important is it to progress as a society, to progress in life?
I think it's important to recognize that not all habits are bad. For example, washing your hands after you go to the bathroom or brushing your teeth every night. Those are good habits. There are also habits that are destructive. Some habits are immediately destructive, like smoking. We have habits that over a long term, say bad eating habits, or a habit of a way of looking at the world that's destructive or leads to despair. So habits aren't just about the things we do. We can see if we try to put on a shirt with the secondary arm, just how strongly a habit can influence us. But when we start talking about habits of mind, these are things we may have done for years. And they've become so second nature to us, like the way we put on a shirt. We just don't think about it. We just do it. Those kind of habits cannot be broken unconsciously, because a habit, by definition, is something that's been so repeated so often that it is relegated to the unconscious mind. We don't have to think about it to tie our shoes. And a racist doesn't have to think about it to be racist. They're not trying to be that way. It's flying on autopilot. But if we want to change those kinds of habits, it's going to take a conscious choice to disobey the habit. Let's consider that habits have something in common with generalizing, with beliefs, with prejudice, with expectation, and routine. What all those things have in common is a prediction. If they didn't involve a prediction, they would have no value whatever. The thing is that when we're relying on these kinds of things, if we are actually in the unknown, it's very unlikely that we'll be aware of it. A piano player learns their instrument and repeats and repeats and repeats until playing the instrument becomes so unconsciously habitual that they can start to create over the top of what they can do automatically. When we're talking about human interaction, it's not like keys all lined up equidistant apart. It's constantly changing. We cannot relegate that to habit without sacrificing our spontaneity. Habits need not necessarily be something as destructive as, say, for example, alcoholism or drug addiction. To relate to people in your life as if you know that tomorrow is going to be the same as today, or you expect that tomorrow is going to be the same as today, really is to put on blinders. Well, how do we take those blinders off when we have to arrest those habits of mind? And one of the ways that's really good at arresting habits of mind is meditating. When we quiet our mind, even for an instant, all those habits are gone, along with our beliefs, our views of the world, our views about ourselves. They're all gone. And I think this is very important because it suggests that this is coming and going like all mind. The fact that the habit may be strong and may reassert itself from time to time is not any evidence that it's true. Sometimes we stumble upon something that we realize is true and it's contrary to the way we habitually think. But the habits are so much stronger than the recognition of something true because they've got 10, 20, 30, 40 or more years behind them. But that doesn't make them true. That doesn't make them better. And we need not necessarily just think that there's something wrong with us when those habits reassert themselves. We need not assign some pathological definition to ourselves. We can consciously disobey habits. Remember, a smoker may not quit the first time they try, but many smokers, I being one of them, took several attempts and then finally, I quit. We cannot relegate the breaking of habits into a habit itself. So I recommend learning how to quiet the mind and seeing even our strongest habits disappear in a moment of no thought. When that happens, it shows us immediately we're free of them. But we're going to have to stay conscious in order to enjoy that freedom.
Thank you so much, Todd. That was pretty insightful, and at least this is the first time I'm hearing something like this. So we'll definitely remember about meditation and about breaking habits of mind that are destructive and doing that consciously. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Please let us know your views by commenting below. If you like our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And for more information, log on to www.Vivriti.org. Thank you so much for watching.